Welcome back. Today's sponsor spotlight is on an industry that supports us in the best and worst times in our lives, nursing.
That's right. And one in particular, Zoe Lowery, has gained recognition from WKRN and the Tennessee Center for Nursing and Advancement as our Nurse of the Month. Congratulations. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Yes, she's so used to being bedside. The TV lights, you know, they can be a little intimidating, but this is going to be a wonderful conversation because we know you have dedicated your heart to your profession for about 2 decades, if not longer now. Break it down for us and tell us what you're doing day in and day out.
So day in and day out, I work as a family nurse practitioner at Matthew Walker Comprehensive Health Center. And so during the day, I see patients from 8 to 5 all day long. We're taking care of diabetes, hypertension. I see pregnant women. So I do a vast, as well as running this clinic, making sure everybody has what they need, providers are well, the MAs are doing what they need to do. So I'm busy, always.
She is busy. Well, thank you for what you do, really and truly. You know, it takes a special someone to become a nurse. Well, where did you get the inspiration to go into this field?
So honestly, I did not want to be a nurse at first. I wanted to be an attorney. That's what I wanted to do. But my dad, he had gotten sick. And so after he's gotten sick, and I'm the oldest of 5, so taking care of people is in my DNA. But after my father got sick, it just became innate. And so from then on, I just started taking care of people. And then it became a passion, and watching him through his process and the things that we had to do for him, it just became just a part of my life. So after that, then I started, the passion and the love came for nursing and just being with people at their worst moments, because people come to the hospital, they're sick. So they're not their best self, but that's where we come in and we help them and reassure them and walk with their families. And, you know, we play a big part in their livelihood and how they heal, or if things don't work out that way, we're still there walking with the family if the patient doesn't make it. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it might be the most rewarding part of your job.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories that particularly touched your heart that you can share with us?
I can say I have. I'll tell you this. So when you have a patient who comes in and they haven't had anything done, no physical, no screening, and they feel at their worst, or let's say mostly my diabetic patients, and so when they come back in 3 months and their A1C is normalized and their blood sugar is normalized, and they'll say, "Oh, Ms. Zoe, I just feel so much better." I think that is like the most rewarding things, that you watch them at their worst to their best, and you see them understand what you tell them. Helping them understand the processes of the disease processes, and just knowing that they have that knowledge, they are empowered to do better, and they know it, and they'll come back and tell their friends. That's when I know I've done a halfway decent job. They'll bring their friends, like, "Look, now I was sick and I saw her, you need to come on." And I'll see them with them. They'll come in, "This is my friend, you need to take care of them." So that lets me know, okay, you did a decent job. So yeah, that's really rewarding for me.
Well, you know, I love how she's so patient with her patients and says, you know, we're not at our best when we are feeling at our worst. Even when, you know, I myself or my fiance is not feeling great. He's a little bit of a different person, so thank you for your patience and kindness. What does this recognition mean to you?
Well, I'm not one who likes all the cameras and lights, and just being honest, I'm very low key. But I will say it's humbling, because I guess sometimes when you work, I'm a worker bee. And so when someone shines a light on what I do, it's humbling, just reminds me to keep going. It means a lot. The person who did this, I humbly appreciate her. She knows it. And I'm very grateful that she thought enough of me to nominate me. And so I'm very, 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 very grateful. I really am. And it's a test to not just me, but to my profession and my colleagues, and what we do every day, day in and day out, is that our work is not in vain. And that people know that we do the best we can. We're awesome. Nurses are awesome.
Yes, so, they are.
Well, your friend that nominated you mentioned that you also are always teaching your other colleagues and guiding them as well.
Yes, I also precept new nurse practitioners. I precept nursing students. I have taught just as long as I have been a nurse in some capacity. So it is a privilege to give them the knowledge so they're not afraid. I don't ever want a nurse around me to be afraid, or a nurse practitioner, because your life depends on it. So we have to be fearless even when we are scared, but the knowledge clicks in and we have to go forth and serve. So I enjoy it. It's fun because I love when their eyes light up and they're like, oh, I know it, I got it, I know it, I can do it. And I'm like, you got it. So it's passing the mantle, and I enjoy doing that.
Well, we have enjoyed our time with
Yes,
you.
you can
Thank
tell you have a
so
passion behind it. You did great. Thank you so
Thank
much. Guys, remember to learn more about the Tennessee Center for Nursing Advancement. You can find all their information at tcfna.org. And if you want to celebrate a nurse in your life, make a nomination today at wkrn.com/contest.